Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Monday, May 11th. I hope you had a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. Let's have some fun today. I hope we're all recovered, nice, and ready to work out. We're going to start out with our warm-up. We're going to do a 400-meter run. You should have those marked out. Then we're going to do dynamic range of motion to get those joints and the blood flowing just a little bit. After we get done with that, we're going to move to 3 sets of a 30-second static squat hold. One thing we're looking on this, I want it to be nice and uniform. So holding it in a good squat position, not necessarily relaxed. Hold it here. If you need to get your arms up to get a nice upward chest and flat back, let's go ahead and do that for 30 seconds. Once we get done with that, we're going to do 10 candlesticks to a roll up. It's not a movement we play with too often. We will have a sub for it, but on a candlestick, you start in a hollow position, you roll back and kick your feet up as high as you can, roll to a standing position, up and roll. If you have a hard time with that, just try the candlestick, which is just a roll to inversion, or you can do 15 hollow rocks or a 30-second hollow hold in place of that. And then we're going to do 20 Russian swings. I'll leave the kettlebell over there. Just to remind you, on a Russian swing, we're pushing our hips back. It looks very similar to a good morning. We're loading our hip, loading our hamstring, and we open and let the kettlebell come up to about eye level, keeping our lats engaged and pulled back and down right here. We're not overextending with the back. Back's nice and straight. When you explode up, you squeeze your butt, keep your lats down, pull the weight back down, load the hip, explode back up, and let the weight come up to eye level. That's the key to a good Russian swing, okay, versus an American swing, which is all the way up. Make sure it's coming here, make sure you're keeping the glutes tight, and again, the lats pulled down. We're going to do 3 rounds of that. Should get you nice and loosened up for the next piece, which will be a lot of fun. We're going to have 100 dumbbell clusters 4 times. 2 dumbbells are preferred here. If you have 2 dumbbells of the same weight, great. If you don't, we'll talk about that in a second. You touch the ground, come up to a clean, to a squat, to a thruster. Touch the ground, clean, squat, thruster for 100 reps. Every minute, we're going to do 5 burpees. Feel free to scale this down to 3. Let's make a note on that really quick. This workout's not made in the first 50 burpees. It's the first 50 clusters. It's the last 50. So a cluster, clean to a thruster, words combined. That said, as you're having to break on the minute to do 5 burpees, if you start moving fairly slow on burpees or you move slower to begin with, it's probably a good idea to scale these down, because the last thing you want to do, if it takes you 20 to 30 seconds to complete 5, and as you get into the later rounds to do this, you're going to be breathing heavy and you're going to be knocking out 3 to 5 reps per round on the cluster. I think a good goal would be 7 to 10 a round. That way it's not taking you forever and you're able to knock out your 3 to 5 burpees in the first 15 to 20 seconds or less, okay? So keep that in mind as you're trying to load for this or figure out how you want to scale it properly. If you just have one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 100. Touch the ground, clean, thruster, but I want you switching every 5 reps. Same rules apply for the burpees. Now, if you have a weight that you feel is fairly light, I know some of us are stuck with some lighter dumbbells. Maybe we feel they're too light to do that. Let's go ahead and up that number of clusters to 150 to make up for the lack of weight, right? Because you can just move faster, you can keep them controlled. The weight tends to slow us down. So go ahead and make that adjustment as you see fit. Time-wise, all over the map. I think some people will be able to get this in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, between 10 to 15. 10 is going to be really pushing it. It's probably more like a 15 to 20 minute workout for most people, depending on the weight of your dumbbells, which is why I suggest the 150. So I'll stop talking at you. I'm sure you can make the right decision on that. If you don't have any dumbbells or weights today, we do have a body weight variant for you. It's going to be 100 reps of the following complex, 1 burpee. So you're going to go down. You'll do 2 push-ups, 1, 2. You'll jump up. You'll do a squat jump over an object twice. That's 1 rep. You'll do 50 of those. 100. I'm okay with scaling that a little bit and doing 1 squat jump over an object. But 2 gets you there. It gets you the same amount of movement using your body weight. Should be fun for you. And then every minute you're going to do, I think it's 10 mountain climbers for that particular, for body weight. So I hope you have some fun with that one. As always, utilize the HomeWOD in there. Stretch out a little bit afterwards. Do it any part of your day. It'll help you be a better athlete. Happy Monday. Have some fun.